people, and welcome back to another edition of Three Men and a Vape Show. As you can see, we're a little bit light on the panel. We haven't got our Simon. He is back in the theatre. Apparently he's playing one of the dames. Whichever ugly one he's picking, that's what he's on. No, we haven't got Simon because he's had to be rushed into the theatre. Not obviously the operating theatre, but he's having to do the sound because the lady she's not very poorly. Well, she's not very well, should I say. She's not very poorly. But we have got our normal, wonderful co-host, the wonderful Salford. Nice to see you, brother.
Nice to see you, mate.
Always nice to see you. And we've got two special guests who are very close to me. We've got the wonderful Paul McCartney, who is my brother from another mother. I love him so much. And my wonderful co-host of Savs, the one and only Mo Bro. Thank you both of you for joining us. It is always nice to have you. Are you all right, Paul?
I'm doing okay, yes. Thank you for having me on.
And Mo Bro.
The longest intro I've ever had in my life.
Notification.
Just
got notification.
Golden.
You good, brother?
Yeah, top notch. Absolutely
You're looking very, very intelligent.
I know. And I'm wearing headphones as well.
Yeah.
I love wearing headphones.
So before we go any further, can you just do me an impression of Vic, please?
Dum-de-dum-de-dum. And we are recording. Guess what, folks? It's Three Men and a Vape Show. Yes, it fucking is.
I absolutely love that. Even Vic loves that. I think you're absolutely fantastic at it.
Yeah.
Well, Salford, it has been a week, brother. What are you vaping on?
Well, I've got a few bits and pieces tonight.
The
Atripal 2 I purchased the other day with the money from the kids from Father's Day.
What do you reckon to it?
It's alright. I've got the mouth to lung coil in at the moment. I've not tried the other coil yet. I think it's alright. It's not bad. I'm on the Drew tank because the gate's been cleaned with my tobacco in. And I'm on the Alexander. Well, I can't even find my bleeding camera now. On the Alexander RDA sent in to me by a lovely Mark from Nature Vape coming today. She's alright, it's not bad.
It tastes nice, obviously.
It does. I'm not telling you what I'm on. I'm not telling you juices I'm on. I'm on the. I'm on, you know, because I'm really up to date with all my reviews and the stuff I've got. I'm on what I put out as a review yesterday. I'm on the timing kit. that I said, and I don't know whether anybody else noticed. I said the fit and finish was brilliant. I meant to say the finish was all right, but the fit wasn't. I was distracted because the door doesn't fit very well.
And what is that?
It's the iJoy diamond kit, the PD 270.
You've done that, any Paul?
Because the tank pissed out. I don't know how many times while I was using it. And again today, I've got this. I've got the Ambition Mods Luxem that was sent in today from Nature Vape as well for review. Little tube mod. It's got a board inside, you know. And it's all right.
And what you got there? The Wasp Nano on it. Yeah,
I got the Wasp Nano on it, but it's 18350 and 18650, and I've had it in both modes, and it's all right, and I like it. It's quite good. I've only had it half a day, and I'm enjoying it already.
Oh, good.
Still on the slide. Hoping to get the review out for that this week, because that's done. The Recurve 2, or Recurve Dual, I should say, on top of the Recurve, that's come to the end of its testing, so that's all right. And the only other thing I've got is the Bombers, which I put the review out for during the week. And I really like this. I like the flavour from this sort of go. The only thing I don't like is that top fill part, because I'm a bugger for just grabbing all the, you know, when you go for your mod and you pick it up by tank, twisting it, and I sat it down again, and I've done it loads of times, sat it down and it's been open. I've opened it, picking it up, moving it, and then it's pissed all over the table.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
It's normally a good night out.
Yeah, I was going to say that without a tank being involved, but there again, that's it. I've got a couple of pod systems about that I've got in use all the time. That's it. That's me done. That's mine. All over and done with.
And you've had a milestone this week, haven't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, 900 subscribers.
Well done, brother. Big shout out. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Salford.
Absolutely fantastic.
We will pass it. Surely.
That's what you're going to do. Just keep plugging away. Over to somebody who does need the help for his subs. The wonderful Paul McCartney. What you vaping on, brother? Just short of 20k people. So if you haven't subbed, go and get over there because you're all probably already subbed to him anyway.
I hope. I've got a few bits and bobs. I've got my what's it called? Valerian 2 still on the go with the Valerian 2 mod kit. Nice one, really good one. I've got my Tesla with my Crown 4. Never leave home without it. Although it's getting a little bit beaten up now. I mean, you should see the bottom of this. It's just a mess. But you know what? That's the whole point of a beta mod, isn't it? I've got a couple of pods that I've actually been quite enjoying as well. Yeah, I said that. You can believe that. I've got the Snow Wolf something and the Snow Wolf something else. We'll figure it out later on in life. And the last thing I've got is this little pipe, but it won't charge. So this is from Sakari. Is that right? Sakari. A little pod pipe. And I really like it, but it doesn't charge. So you plug it into charge, and you can see it starts to charge. See, about 10 seconds later, it just stops. So I kind of have to unplug it, plug it back in again. But yeah, I mean...
What, and eventually it does start charging, or you've only just got that little bit of charge?
You get about 2 vapes, and then you have to charge it again. That's why I haven't reviewed it, because obviously it's faulty. They never sent me it in a box or anything. I think they sent me like a prototype version, so I need to go back and tell them that it's shit. I just not get around to it yet. But yeah, that's it.
It looks cool though. I like the look of that.
Yeah, I mean, Aidan and I saw it at Expo, and you know, we went over, and I'm like, oh my god, a pod pipe. Then that's the next thing, isn't it? But they sent me one that doesn't work. So
yeah, he's getting 2 puffs off it.
You know the Valerian kit, the Valerian 2 tank. I was a tank on that because I love the Valerian, the original. What's it like, Paul?
It's good. I mean, the flavour's good. It's very airy. I mean,
yeah.
I close the airflow halfway, and I never ever do that. But it is very airy. It's a big, aggressive, in-your-face tank, 6mm capacity. It's got a fancy little kind of button here that pops open, which I play about with. I mean, it's a mesh fucking 100-watt tank. You know, it's going to chuck clouds and give you flavour. But yeah, I mean, it's good. The mod, I like the mod. A little triple 18650. Despite the ticking noise, but it's not a bad kit. It's quite expensive. I mean, it's what, nearly £90 for this whole kit though. So
it's not bad though.
Well, yeah, I mean, you get 2 coils as well. I think there's 4 coils in total for it. So they did do something. A lot of comments on the video. The Valerian coils are coming in boxes of 2.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking hell. I mean, the Crown 4 comes in boxes of 4. You used to get coils in a pack of 5, then it went to 4. Now we're at 2.
Yeah.
Falcon bring them out in 3s.
3s. Anakin, I think, do 3s for their iSubs and that. But a pack of 2. I mean, Jesus.
There's 5 in the iSub ones.
As a 5.
Yeah.
Well, I filled this up the first day it arrived. I was actually in the car and went live on Facebook and filled it up that day. So that was a Friday. And then on Monday, when I did the review, the coil basically had died. So you get 9 days heavy vaping. That's even 9 days. So the coils are not lasting like the Crown 4, 2-3 weeks. But
on the original Valerian, they used to last for at least 3-4 weeks. The coils. Mind you, it depends on what juice you've got in, doesn't it, and how much sweetener is in.
How much sweetener? I mean, sweetener is killing coils these days, and how much you vape it, I suppose, what thickness it is, and all that stuff. I mean, it's very, very hard to say, but I mean, it lasted me 9 days. So.
Cool. Yeah, I think the original one, didn't they have all those weird inserts and stuff? Was that the original Valerian? They haven't bothered with that this time round.
Yeah, all them penises that you stuck through the middle.
Yeah.
To change the airflow.
Right. See, when it came out, it was they sent to reviewers in this big dinosaur egg, And so they contacted me and said they're going to send me one. So I was so excited about getting this egg. And then when it came out in the box, it was just 4 tanks. And you're like, I've never been so disappointed. I was like, where the fuck's my egg? All the US reviewers got an egg.
Egg.
I want an egg.
I want an egg.
But no egg. Disappointed.
Well, thank you very much, Paul, for your show and tell. We'll pass it over to the wonderful Mo, bro. What are you vaping on, bro?
I am vaping on my usual work beater. There you go, look at that. That's wear and tear right there. The Tesla Invader 2.3 with a Bonds of 1.5 on the top. And in there I have the purple blast from Juicier, which is very nice. Not something I've ever tried before, that kind of flavour, but it's pretty good. I'm enjoying that so far. Next up, I have the Kelpie sat on top of the V-Boy, and as you can see by the colour of the liquid in there, it's pretty sweet. It is the butterscotch, deep fried butterscotch ice cream from Fried. Really, really, really nice, that stuff. So good. And last, it's not been too bad. It's not been too bad.
I had it destroyed mine.
I've been quite lucky. I think a part of it depends on the coils and the cotton that you use, but like I've been running it through the Kelpie for quite a little while, and it's pretty good. And I have a pod system, which is the EQ from Innokin, and in there I have some strawberry whip. Strawberry whip.
Whip.
If my camera will focus. No, but it's 20 milligram Nick salts.
Ooh.
Right.
There you go. So a bit of Nick fix there as well. And that is me for tonight. Yes.
Thank you very much, brother, for your... I keep wanting to say show and tell for some unfound reason. I'm going to give a couple of shout-outs as well. We've got quite a number of people in chat. Thank you very much for everybody joining us, and all the spanners as well. Thank you so much. We've got my favourite man in the world, which is the Horsham Heating. Do you know what? We're going to have to get close, brother. We've got Nightbot. It's nice to see you eventually turned up. We've got the wonderful Salford Vapor. I'm glad he's here. Andre Vikanin. I hope I've said that right, because if not, it doesn't sound right. Manic Stereo, always nice to see you, brother. Chris Doyle, big love, bro. Orion's Braces, big love as normal. Lucky Vapor, Village Vapor as well. We have got, what else we got? News just in. I've gone right to the top. Puffin Billy, big shout out. Jay Jarry, always nice to see you, brother. Vaping Smurf. We have got, I've said Jay Jarry, and said Puffin Billy. Jules Mama Vapes, big love, sweetheart. We have got, I'm going down again, Chris Doyle, I've said that, answer. Shane Foster, Bill Richards, always nice to see you, Vaping with TC, hiya bro, Shane Foster, Steve Dillygaff, big love bro. If you haven't gone over and checked his channel for the love, oh, he's here somewhere, he's here, yeah, it's gonna, there we go, doesn't leave my side, we've all got one of these absolutely fantastic Atty stands, get yourself over to him.
I haven't got one, have you got? There's only me. The poor relation again. The guy who has to put out mods that have been out 12 months as a review.
I'm sure though you'll get one eventually. He's an absolute fantastic bloke. Bill Richards, big love, bro. Also Lethal Coils, love you loads. D the Devil Vapor, love you loads, bro. Gareth Martin, LC90. We've got quite a few in here. UK Vapester, absolute corking show on Saturday with the wonderful Flat Cap Vapor. Goober, big love, bro. Hope you're okay. I said UK Vapester, Goober. And I think and also we can't forget we have got the wonderful Paul McCartney as well. From Vape Don't Smoke. If you're not over on the group, make sure you go over to the group to Vape Don't Smoke.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy. Well, that's killed the 15 minutes. Well done, people. Well done. So, obviously, we are without Mr. Paul McCartney. We're without Simon. Like we said, he is actually at the theatre today. He's doing the sound for some musical.
What was you going to call him? Come on. What was you going to call him now?
I was actually going to call him Paul McCartney then, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Yeah, he's skiving again. Let's tell the truth. He's skiving again. He doesn't like the looks of me and thee, so he's bugging off to the theatre.
Well, see, have you noticed? It's now since he's an award-winning vapor.
Yeah, I don't want to associate with those plebs.
Yeah, he's on the red carpet, like.
Yeah, he's with paparazzi.
Pepper Army.
Yeah, finish me off, you animal. Eventually we're gonna have to get his wife on Helen. She's absolutely lovely as well. So I'll tell you what we're gonna ask. Mobro, have you seen anything out there nice and shiny that you're into, or have you seen all that you're looking at?
I got a new pod system on the way. Just something that I picked up. Waiting for that to come in. Sorry. But not really a lot, to be perfectly honest with you. I know I sound mega boring, but there are quite a few things that I have seen. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit of saving first, I think. Yeah, definitely.
What about you, Paul? Oh, nice and shiny coming your way?
Yeah, you know who got... Oh, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say, but my favourite tank's the Reaper V3 from Evil. I think Evil's got something up his sleeve that he's sending my way, which is exciting.
Oh,
very
wicked.
exciting.
Bit of an exclusive.
Well, I hope not. I hope he's not watching if he's...
Aloha.
But yeah, I think he's got something up his sleeve which is going to be good. His stuff's usually always epic, and I'm looking forward to cracking open all that Osmosis stuff. The Minikin V3, I know a lot of people have got it already, but mine's is red and it looks cool. So yeah, I'm going to play about with that. So.
I've got the PAL, the actual pen PAL.
You've got a pen pal, have you?
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is not even in jail, which is a bit crap. I want somebody on death row, if I'm honest with you. Nice to see you, Ricky. But yeah, the PAL, the actual pen style's coming through. I think it's called something a little bit different than that, but that's coming through. I'm looking forward to that. So I better tell you what I'm vaping on. I've completely gone there. I've got my normal Kilo pod. I've got the new... I want to turn it off and turn it back on again so I remind you what it's called. It is the steel, the cold steel, that's it, the cold steel 100, which looks like a lightsaver. Which I've got the off next mesh on there. A lot of people are talking about the stainless steel coil in there. Mine's been going strong for roughly about a week and a half. I've had no problems with it. I know a lot of people have been saying that it's after 2 days they've been losing flavour from it. What did you find, Paul?
No, I don't think so. I thought the flavour was okay.
Yeah,
the flavour was pretty good actually.
Yeah, the stainless steel one, mine's definitely lasted over 2 days.
Oh yeah, I mean that's something you remember, isn't it?
But other people have had it where they've been losing the I don't know why Nightbot's on that, but yeah, and I've been having that at 70 watts.
I found it really, really good. I know a lot of people didn't. I thought it was an excellent tank. I'm actually trying to find it now that I've said that, but it's somewhere and it's a keeper for me. I think it's it was really excellent.
The drip
in fact,
tip
right there, right in front of me. It's not the Crown 4 I've got on it. There you go. It's right there.
To even review.
But yeah, no, it's still going strong.
It's like what Dean said there. It's inconsistent though, because I know my brother. I give him the other one that I had, and I know that he said the same that coil wasn't right. But I didn't have any problem with 2 of them that I put in. I ain't had a problem with it. Oh. But if it's that inconsistent, it's not right, then is it?
No. I mean, if you send out 20 reviewers and 10 say it's great, 10 say it's shit, and one test it for 5 minutes, then obviously you've got your inconsistency right there, haven't you?
Well, yeah. Well, we know what you're on about there, but yeah, the people who've tested it properly, the ones who have tested it properly, you know yourself if you're using that coil. I use the other one as well, and this one's been in, like I said, this one's been in probably a good week and a bit, and no problem on it. My other tank though, which I absolutely love, which is the Falcon King, and it's got the same sort of like the Valerian on it. You know, you just press the flip out bit. Absolutely love this. And the coils, we all know what the Falcon coils are like. It takes the Raptor coils as well, and it also takes all the Falcon coils. I absolutely love this tank. The flavours for days. It's absolutely beautiful. And I've got that on the wonderful Banshee. Old school, love that mod. It goes with me all the time. And I've got the last bit of red laces from Vape Star. Love that red laces. Then I have got it's the only thing I can find that actually looks anything like. Look at that. That is the Merlin Nano. Now, they did the Merlin RTA, they did the Merlin Mini, and now they've come up with the Merlin Nano from Orgs Vape. It does come with a straight glass, which it isn't too bad. You don't have any airflow. It actually fits in the middle, so you change it, and it's got different airflows in the middle for it. It is a bottom fill as well. So, yeah, great flavour from it. I must admit, absolutely fantastic flavour from it. And in that, I've got some tobacco, Venezuela Land from Speakeasy, which is quite nice. I'm getting on with that nice. Another one of Paul McCartney's favourite ones, which is the Ironclad. The tank itself, there's nothing wrong with the tank. You've got it as well.
That's it without the bubble glass. It's a little bit better looking without the bubble glass.
It is.
It's a lot better looking without the bubble glass. Fucking look of it. Fucking lot.
It looks like something from about 4 years ago.
I'm waiting for a snake to appear. It looks like he's going to start playing it, doesn't it? And the cobra's going to start coming up.
We've got the Ironclad with a great big gap underneath it, which I didn't see before, but Paul McCartney did. And he said to me, there's a massive gap underneath the tank, and I went, they're in.
You're not using the wrong tank. Oh, no, you were talking about a different kit, weren't you?
I was talking about the Cosmo.
That's right, yeah.
But yeah, there's a massive gap underneath it. It does feel a little bit cheap. See, I got given one as well, didn't I, when we were at, was it Expo, wasn't it?
Oh, is that what he gave you?
Yeah, it was the Ironclad, but in that, and that, I love that. That worked lovely. But yes,
How do you find that when you put it down?
Put in?
How do you find that when you put it down?
I ain't had any problem with it rocking around like that.
It's because it's camouflaged.
Sorry. I'm thinking about it rocking forward. And I've got some shorter fill mint. That's what it's called. And it's by the cheap range. They do nick shots for 50p. Which, there's nothing wrong with them. I've used them. They're not harsh nick or anything like that. Review my brother's just done, so go and check it out on my brother's channel. It is the Emperor from Steep Vape Co. Mine's coming out in a couple of days. Really nice, really nice. I love this. The tank's just a bit too small because it is a bit juicy and also massive clouds. Flavour's a little bit muted. Don't need to do the review now. And that's roughly about me. I don't think I've got anything else. So that's that. We've killed at least another 10 minutes there, haven't we? Right, I'm going to go on to a little bit of news. Obviously, we've got the wonderful Mr. Coyley to do the news. A lot of you must have seen out there that San Francisco are going to be the first places to ban vaping. I'm just going to put a little thing up now. I can't see you a lot, so you can do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to read this out if it lets me into my phone, because I'm going to have to read it from here, because if not, if I'd have put it on the normally, it would have crashed the entire system. San Francisco becomes the first US city to ban e-cigarettes. San Francisco has become the first US city to ban sales of e-cigarettes until the health effects are clear. So basically they're saying until they find out the exact health effects to vaping, they're going to ban it. Officials on Tuesday voted to ban stores selling the vaporizers and made it illegal for online retailers to deliver to addresses in the city. The Californian city is home to Juul Labs, the most popular e-cig product in the US. Juul said the move would drive smokers back to cigarettes and create a thriving black market. The San Francisco mayor, which is London Breed, nice name for her, has 10 days to sign off the legislation, but as indicated, she will. The law would begin to be enforced 7 months from that date, although there may be reports of firms could mount a legal challenge to it. We'll put that back to Maine. You can't do. I knew what you were going to do because you do it to. So what do you reckon now then? The first place in America are now going to ban e-cigarettes completely. Don't jump all of it at once.
It's not good, is it?
You just got to hope that other places don't start following suit.
Yeah.
You know, is this going to open up a can of worms for everyone else?
Yeah. It really is. Over there it will do.
Yeah.
It will.
Do you think eventually that sort of thing's going to be brought over to here?
Oh, come on. Land of the free isn't the land of the free anymore. You've not got any freedom of choice to do anything over there anymore, have you?
No.
It is a massive step, though, isn't it? Do you think, Paul, for a state to actually go out there and ban it?
It's mental.
Madness.
I mean, how are they even going to police it? Is it going to be? I mean, I don't know. How you just not going to be able to buy it? I mean, is it going to be like kinda, oh, it's banned, you're not allowed to do that, or is it going to be literally stopping people in the street, searching them, and seriously punishing them for having it on them? But I mean, it's like Dino said earlier, it's smoke, don't vape over in San Francisco, isn't it? It's outrageous how you can. I just don't get it.
Obviously, they're going to be stopping the stores. They're going to close them down, and they're also going to make it so no internet people can, if they've got that postcode or their zip code.
You won't be able to order online, because even if it comes in from out of state, they're going to stop it at the state and take it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's going to be like...
It's
prohibition, did you just blow a cloud?
That's what it is, it's prohibition.
No. It is prohibition. No. True Vapors just said New York have just won the second vote on banning vaping as well.
Oh, it's absolute madness, isn't it?
See, the thing is, if I mean, New York's one of the big ones, isn't it? I mean, if they do it, then everybody's going to start doing it, and if America do it, then everybody will start following suit. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a scary couple of months if that's the case. New York are banning it, but I don't know.
I was so surprised that they actually. Sorry.
What they're going to create? They're going to create a black market, a massive black market. That's all that's going to happen with it, isn't it? That's all.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, how much are they going to police it? Because it's you're going to get it anyway, aren't you? It's like
Well, even in countries where it's banned now, there's still the black market for it, and there's still houses that people going, like the old opium dens, go there to vape.
Well, you just got to look at like somewhere like Thailand, and you can see them with like a 510 connection and a battery, a couple of wires, and then a tank on top, and they're putting the wires on the bottom and the top. Is it going to end up like that?
That's the thing, though. I mean, if that's what starts happening, I mean, obviously that's a bit of a, you're exaggerating, but I mean, the harder things are to get, the more dangerous they become, because people will start building their own shit.
Yeah.
And it's. People mix their own juice, which is one thing, but if you start trying to build mech mods, it's just a tube with a battery, isn't it? But it could get bad. And
so obviously you could use like stuff that you use in food, couldn't you? For flavourings and stuff.
Yeah, I mean you could. But I mean, building. If you start building, I mean, I've seen some stupid videos on Facebook of people making stupid mods and builds and. They think they're funny, but if you start, it's just bad news. Really, it's bad news.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop vapors, though, is it?
No.
No, well, it's like if they banned it in Scotland. I mean, if someone came up and said you're not allowed to do that. Well, fuck you, I'll do what I want, and you just fine. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of me going back onto cigarettes. So you would it would be harder, but you would do it out of spite more than anything else. You just see me and Vic around the back of a shed vaping on each other's pipes.
It sounds like he's been there before.
I noticed that as soon as I started saying it, I was like, this is not going to sound good at all. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing.
Like Steve Dilligas said there, how are they going to police people sending stuff from friends? Are they going to search them? Is it going to be sort of like X-rayed? Is it going to be looking at that? Is it going to get that bad? I don't know if anybody else has noticed. Now I've got one of them IPV TVs, so you actually buy a subscription to it, and a lot of it is American. There's a lot of stuff on there for the gums and the patches. It seems to be more and more on there now for the gums and patches. And I don't know about you, Paul, did you know they're actually having adverts over in America saying how bad vaping is?
I never knew that, no.
Yeah.
No, that's... I mean, are you surprised? I mean, you saw that video... what was the movie? A Billion Lives or something it was done, and they showed you all the kind of anti-vaping stuff that was going on, and was it Chicago? I'm not even sure, but it was. But there was, it was like billions of pounds they were all losing out on. And
sorry, Vic. It's all right. I ain't sorted Nightbot out, have I? Go on.
But have you deleted his message?
No, I didn't know. I can't even put it back up. What it is he's put like loads of emojis or whatever they are. symbols, and for some reason
Yeah,
I've turned them off. I've unenabled it, but it just keeps doing it. It took me ages to get Nightbat on, and now I want to get the thing off. Sorry, Paul. Go on, mate.
I don't even know what Nightbot is, to be honest. So you know, it's that's interesting. But I don't even know what I was saying now. Yeah, the video, the Billion Lives movie. I mean, as much think of that as you want, right? But when it showed you all the kind of anti-American advertising they were doing then, that was what, a year ago, and it was like how there were billions and billions of pounds, and like the governments had took loans out against the sales already, and they were struggling to pay back these loans. It's just a farce. It was absolutely brutal. And yeah, I mean, the thing is America's thought of so as much, you know, the main country, I suppose you could say, you know, in the world. If they start doing shit, Britain always follows suit. You know, it's always like trot on behind. That's why Scotland should have went for their independence, but that's an argument for another day. However,
it is.
Yeah,
you get back in your shed with your mates.
I'd need a lot more than another half hour to talk about that.
You said to me my show's all political. Look at you.
I've researched loads of politics for this show.
He phones me up in Bath.
All I did the last hour was watch UK Parliament on YouTube. But yeah, it's scary.
But they don't say much in Scotland Parliament, do they?
No. We get shafted. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, the lights went out. But I need to kind of unplug it and then kind of plug it back in again just to get like a little 5-minute charge.
Oh man, that's so annoying.
It is so annoying. It is so annoying.
I like the pipe one that Vic got.
No, bro, have you ever actually watched any of the actual adverts in America? Have you ever watched any of them?
What, the bad ones?
Yeah, not necessarily for vaping, but for like drugs and stuff like that. Have you ever watched any of them? I've got to admit, really, some of these actual American adverts for like tablets for arthritis, whatever else, they are very, very honest. So they tell you all the health benefits, and then all of a sudden, some American comes on who can talk really, really fast. May cause you seizures, may cause you Alzheimer's, may cause you all this, and it tells you all the bad things. Yeah. You may fall over and die. But get these new tablets; they're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, get these; they're great. Yeah,
I love it. Has any of you two seen them? The American adverts?
No.
Yeah, when I was
at the end.
when I was in New York, we were watching the football, and there was a lot of adverts on, and it was some of them were quite funny. You know, it's just you're just like, what? You know.
I don't know if obviously we've got Lethal in there, but obviously he'll be able to tell you. It's just so funny when they're telling you. May cause you seizures, you might have like your arm fall off, your elbows are all going to join together, and you're going to go like that, and it's like, whoa, you're supposed to be selling this, you know what I mean? It's absolutely amazing.
More side effects than benefits.
Yeah. But the first thing, they all start off, you know, like a woman there with a kid and, you know, in this great big massive picket fence house. You know what? They've all got in that American dream. You know, it's all made out of wood and it's never going to blow down or all like that. And it's absolutely fantastic. There's nobody with guns or out. And then afterwards, you may get shot. But that is American TV all over, isn't it, really? Just absolute scare tactics, yeah. That's what it probably is as well. But yeah, it is not very good. And the biggest thing that they are now saying, though, is that until they find the health benefits over there and it's all tested and done, they're gonna pass that law and stop in San Francisco vaping. We've spoke about this plenty of time on a number of shows that we've all been on. It is about time that all of us, it's about time all the countries got together and did the tests finally and done and dusted and said, look, we've had 20 odd years of it or whatever. We need to now say, look, it is, which obviously it's not fully safe. Nothing's safe. You shouldn't put anything in your body. They need to come up with this and say, right, it is 95% safer than smoking. It's got more chances of you getting off of the stinkies than you have patches, gum, etc. And be honest with it.
Well, the joke here is that some of the best evidence for vaping being much, much better than smoking comes from America itself. And the Canadians are using that for their policies. But America is saying it's banned. Yeah, it's coming out of their lab saying how good it is.
Yeah.
Well, the Canadians were proper staunch against it, weren't they? They were
Yeah,
no.
they were. Yeah.
They were the same as the Australians.
Yeah.
It would. How difficult would you think it would make it if, like here in Britain, they stopped nicotine and stuff like that, and we had the same in Australia? How bad would it be here in the UK, do you think?
Well, Australia, you've never been able to buy nicotine for e-liquid anyway. You have to have it on prescription because nicotine is classed as a poison in Australia. But they still get their hands on it, don't they? Like everywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's like us here, we was told we'd never be able to get hold of it again and all that lot. You know, you're going to have to have your 20 milligram maximum. We still get hold of it. And I think there'll always be a way around of getting it. You know, businesses can get the 72 milligram and all that lot. There's a loophole right away, ain't there? Unless you're using it for a poison, for a pesticide or whatever else you use it for. You know, it's one of them things. It's always going to be available. People are going to be able to get hold of it, like anything else.
Same as anything, Same as anything else,
If it was forced underground, then in the UK, would you all start mixing your own?
I already do anyway, so I think most of us as hobbyists mix our own, or at least attempt to at one point or another. Anyway.
Well, Mark, Paul's all right. He's got a good mate, hasn't you?
Aye.
You can see his bottles of Tangerizzi. You know, like we get normal bottles. He's got like they're huge.
Yeah, 5-gallon drums. There it is.
But yeah, I mean, I would, yeah. If I couldn't get it, I would try making it myself. I don't know, vape cough syrup. Is that not VG?
No, I think that's morphine, isn't it?
No, cough syrup's made of VG.
I thought there were a big epidemic in the US about people drinking cough syrup because it were like close to morphine or something.
I don't know.
See, I've been watching I've been watching too many American adverts. Try this cough syrup; it'll stop your cough and also make you go.
Yeah. I'd love to see the side effects ones for morphine because I'm on morphine. I'm on 80 milligrams a day. I'd love to see the side effects of them. I bet don't tell you that you can't shit for fucking months.
That's like co-codomolds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anybody who takes co-codomolds when you've got like I've had toothache a lot and I've been poorly and I've took loads of co-codomolds and I'm like I ain't pooed for 5 days. This isn't natural. So then you stop taking it, man.
You could just start vaping Coca-Cola, couldn't you? That's a thing now, isn't it?
Vaping Coca-Cola, yeah.
That was iJoy, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean apparently that's a thing. So we could all just start vaping that, and if you can't get it.
Yeah, the batteries run out. Just shoot your mod.
They're creating some absolutely stupid adverts, aren't they? I'm putting them on the Facebook and what have you. Absolutely bobbins.
Yeah, that was a belter. Mental. But yeah, I mean, if I couldn't get a hold of it, I would try making my own. But I don't think it will come to that. But yeah, I mean, it's nerve-wracking that San Francisco have cancelled it or banned it even.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, aren't they the first anyway on anything? San Francisco, they're always the first in there, aren't they? On things.
Do you know that with the Coca-Cola? That obviously, sorry, Rachel and Ford Ruby. It's probably that you've stuck loads of emojis in, and I am so sorry. I've got to sort this Nightbot out. That thing with Coca-Cola though, where Chris Bell pulled it all up, and they did actually apologise and withdrew the video on it. But it is absolutely stupid. It's not helping us, is it?
No, and they haven't stopped making other stupid ones, has it, and putting them out there. There's been a few over the last couple of weeks. Absolutely. I don't know where they think it's going to be funny. Because
do you think a lot of it's just for views?
Yeah, it's clickbait, isn't it? It's definitely clickbait.
It's all these ones where they're swimming and all that stupidness. I just don't get it with a waterproof mod that you can if you take your tank off and fall into a sea, you'll be okay. You know, like, just remember to take the tank off.
Yeah, it's like, oh no! Quick!
It's just ridiculous. Some of the adverts for those ones are just daft. Remember the Vape one? I think he went under the water and vaped.
Ginormous tsunami's on its way. Hold on. My mog's absolutely fucking fine. I'm just going to take this off.
Yeah.
What do you mean I've got to run? No, hold on. I was going to put this in my pocket.
Legend.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you remember to take your tank off while you're falling in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just turn my Bluetooth speaker off. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Bobbing around. It's the last thing you need in your life.
Oh, God. I don't know.
So yeah, we've got. I know I'm going back on this in San Francisco, but how many people's jobs do you think this is going to cost?
I was going to get on to that, yeah.
Hell of a lot, isn't it?
It goes back to, like, with the whole demonetization thing on YouTube, you know, some people rely on that income. That's their livelihood. So with that vaping ban, that's gonna mess up a lot of things for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like families.
Yeah.
So
talking about a bit of Scottish politics and going off the subject, the strip clubs over there now, it's all changing, isn't it? Something I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and there was a lady who must be obviously a lady who works in that industry, and she was saying that now Scotland, they've all got to reapply for all the licenses, and if in that actual city or town, whatever, don't want to have them sort of clubs in there, they could take the license away from them. And she was saying, what about all the jobs of all these women who are in there who are happy doing it? How are they going to pay the rent and stuff?
You know, at first I thought you were going to say they'd have to keep the kilts on.
So Vic and I will have to find something else to do on our Saturday nights then, is what you're saying?
That's what it is, yeah. You have to go around Mobros.
I never actually knew that, but they're...
I didn't either, because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning she was doing a live. I couldn't really take my eyes off her because she was going around on a pole, but... Yeah, but apparently that's what they're doing. They're stopping all the clubs there for dancing.
Dear. I mean, it's not that I visit these places regularly, but I've been on a stag do a few times, you know, but
I find them quite intimidating, if I'm honest with you.
Well, they hound you, though. I mean, it's...
They do, yeah.
You know, you walk in and there's 6 of them round you, which is normally great, but... You know, you've only got 200 quid in your pocket, so it's only
yeah,
it's only like a last.
It is a massive. See, obviously, like we've all been in there on stag nights, and people, come on, we'll go to Purple Doors, or we'll go wherever it's called. Yeah, go on, then we'll go, and then you walk in, and you just want to get a pint that's going to cost you £8 anyway, and then before you know it, you've got some scantily clad lady coming up, and it's like you start feeling really intimidated.
Yeah, I did.
Listen,
I was like, fuck. One come over, I was like looking at the floor. My this girl come over and she said, "Any of you boys want to dance and all this?" And we were on the stag do. My brother went, "He's never been to one of these before." And I was like, "No!" And she just grabbed me, right, I'm going to do something special for you. I was like, "Help, help!"
You know what?
I was like, enjoying my beer.
They soon bugger off when you tell them you've only got flipping Satan left.
No, one thing you can afford is Marjorie in the corner.
Yeah.
She's not going to dance for you, but she'll...
Anyone want to dance?
She won't dance for you, but she'll suck a Werther's original really seductively.
No,
but honestly, I do. I find it really...
teeth in or teeth out.
That's an extra threatening bit, that.
I'll take you to the Glasgow ones when you're up next month, Aiden.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, lovely.
A Glasgow establishment when you're up next month.
Oh, okay.
Emily, I'm so sorry. Just don't put loads of emojis in. Nightbot's having a freak. But yes, it is a little bit intimidating going to any of them type of clubs. I normally try and hide behind people. I just don't like it. It's probably I don't normally have that attention from women. You know what I mean?
The dinner ladies were there.
There were a lot of men.
You know, Werther's original seductively.
Sat there rustling a packet to the beat of Eminem. Shake that ass for me. Shake that. Oh, love. She got bloomers on and everything.
Oh, fucking crying.
It's the last thing you need in your life. Anyway, it is a vape show, so we'll get off the strippers.
Let's get off the pole and get back to vaping.
Do you know what? I actually tried doing that once on the pole.
Fucking hell.
That's not good for a fat kid. And I tell you what, it'd be no good for you, Paul, either, because if you think your thighs chafe on that, you should do it on a pole, mate. They killed. There's
actually poles at my gym, because they've got a class. Apparently, it's a really good workout for a girl or a guy, I suppose. But it's a thing now. It's they're not. They go there for the exercise. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, there's loads of poles at my gym in the wee suite areas. So I walked in with a couple of notes like that, right?
I tried doing it with a pole, but she wasn't very impressed.
Yeah, I actually tried it, and it wasn't very good. I tried to do it nice and seductively, but it just didn't. It just didn't turn out that. I just looked like Bernard Manny trying to pick a pie up off the floor.
Yeah, you didn't bring away this original. That's why.
You didn't have your Werther's.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, you need a Werther's next time.
Yeah, no good on a pole. I'm no good on a pole, but I'm all right with a check. Sorry, but we're here all week. Do try the fish. It is pickled. But yeah, so yeah, we're back down to the. I actually can't get that thought of a woman sucking. It's something you're all going to have to go to bed with now.
I've never looked at a pack of Werther's originals in the same way again.
That's what he said. We've got it in stereo. But yes, back to the wonderful land of vaping. Mobro, have we got any reviews coming up this week?
Yeah, I do. My juicier ones, which I'm vaping on. Actually, I shouldn't really be vaping this, but you know, it wasn't sent in for review, but so it doesn't matter. I'm reviewing the whole range of them anyway. The juicier ones, and there's quite a few to get through. Juicier. I've got one left of nasty juice to get through, which is Wicked Haze, I think it is. And then I've still got to do that, the Widowmaker RDA. I've still got to get that video out. But when this pod that I've ordered, Pod System, it's like an all-in-one, so you could change the. It's not like disposable pods. It's you replace the coils in it. So when that comes in, I'm going to get the review of that out ASAP as well. So
the AIO.
AIO. So yeah, I'll put that through its paces, see what it's like, and yeah, get that review up. So yeah, a few bits and bobs coming.
You've been working pretty hard though, haven't we? We've been seeing a lot. Obviously, we talk in chat and stuff, and you're always bobbing along because you work with your elder brother, don't you, or is it your younger brother?
My younger brother, yeah. Yeah, I'm a builder by trade, so yeah, I'm working full time and then looking after the old deer when I get home. So it's just a case of fitting stuff in, you know. But yeah, I've got. I want to do a video on the coily because that's well overdue. I know loads of people have done it, but just getting that out there as well. And I want to do a feature video on Steve Dillygaff's Atty stands as well. Yeah, coily.
Do you find sometimes? I'm going to bring this question to these two as well. You sometimes lose your mojo. Pardon the pun. You know, like to get your reviews out. Do you sort of like? I often get this where you like go through a blank, you push loads out, and then all of a sudden you get that blank feeling.
Yeah,
do you get that?
I've been working 2 hours away for the last 3 weeks. So by the time I get home, you know, sort my dinner out, sort the old deer out, and stuff like that. You know, I'm running out of time pretty sharpish in the evenings. So I'm planning to do mine, like cram them in on the weekends now, from now on. So I can get them out, stages out throughout the week and stuff. That's the way I'm going to have to do it like that, because otherwise I'm going to struggle. But yeah, enough about me.
Well, no, it's just the same as Salford. You've obviously had a couple of weeks off as well, where you've been poorly and that. Yeah. I know you've had ups and downs, the same as me and Paul have had. Do you get this like mojo drop as well, where you think, is it worth doing this? You know.
Yeah, I think all of us do at some point, don't we? We lose motivation, don't we? That's what it is. But I mean, I've got the luxury of time, haven't I? Because I'm retired. Like you guys work, whereas I've got all the time in the world. And because I don't get a lot of stuff in, and it's my own stuff, I can choose as and when and what I want to do at any particular time. So that to me, I've got a little bit more advantage than anybody who's actually getting the stuff in. You know, but yeah, everybody, motivation goes down on everybody.
It does now and again.
Right,
Yeah.
everybody says don't look at your numbers, but we all look at our numbers. I don't care who we are. We all look at our numbers, and sometimes that's depressing, and it puts you off putting another review out. So, typical example, me and you, Aidan, we put a review out, we always lose subscribers.
Yours do, yeah.
And then we gain them back again, every time.
It does happen.
Yeah. And it's just that motivation. You just got to work through that, haven't you, and just carry on. But it happens to everybody.
I've got to admit, though, obviously I've known Paul a long time, and you've never been, you're not one for awards, you're not one for, you love your subscribers, you love being out there talking to them and all that, but you've never been a numbers person, though, have you, Paul?
No, not really. I mean, I've never won awards, so I don't know what it. But
You've been voted in a lot, though.
No, I mean, you do look at them like 999. It was nice to hit 1,000. You know, it was nice to hit 10,000. It'll be really nice to hit 20. You know, but I couldn't tell you what numbers I'm on right now. I know I'm close to 20, but I mean, I think if you stare at your subscribers, it could be pretty torturous. Because they go up and down all the time, and yeah. I don't know. I don't really care about it that much. I do this because it's fun and a hobby, and I know I like to talk to people. I like to get nice messages. I like to get abuse because it's funny. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care about awards. I never bother about that kind of stuff and sharing and vote for me and all that bollocks. It's not really my kind of thing. But
You found it massively hard as well when the two expos that we've been to, when people came up to you. You didn't find it hard talking to them, but you was, how can I say, some people are quite used to that sort of thing because you don't normally go to expos or all like that. But you found it, what's the word that I'm looking for? It was strange to you, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I was embarrassed. I think you know, when they were coming up and I mean, it was lovely. I mean, it's really nice if people come up to you and say hello and take a selfie and they watch your videos, and when they say nice things, you know, you helped me do this, you helped me do that. But I mean, I always say the same thing. It's not me, it's you. You're the one that done it. It's no one can help you give up cigarettes. You might watch a video for a product, buy it, but you're the one that has to fight those cravings and fight eating chocolate. And you know, it's you gain weight. I mean, we all gain weight, no doubt, when we quit cigarettes, and you might be tempted to go back. That's all them. It's not me. But it is nice. But I was slightly. This is not really for me, all these people coming over, and it's a bit weird.
I always go back to that one bloke. He actually tapped on his shoulder, he changed his head into this last expo. The first expo you went to, he come up with, he didn't even talk to his girlfriend, didn't even announce his girlfriend. And he was shaking money when he were having a photograph took with you. And he changed his head, didn't he, this time? And he come up and he tapped on, and I went, say another one. He says, it's him from last year.
Yeah, I mean,
He was literally shaking. You could see it. They were taking a photograph. In fact, I was taking the photograph, and he was shaking next to you, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he was quite young, and you know, he was kind of. I was like, oh, hello, and I'm like,
yeah,
you know,
weird,
just
like.
come on over and say hello and talk away. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice when people come over and say hello. But I was quite surprised or embarrassed or whatever the first time. The second time was a little bit better, but yeah, to answer your question, numbers now I've never really bothered about, but I do have quite a lot of them, so it's kind of easy when you know to not care when you've got a few.
Dino's hit the nail on the head there. Burnout, for them who are getting a lot of gear in, like Paul and what have you can go into burnout, can't you? And it just becomes too much. You have to take a break.
You've got to look at both of them there, Dino and Paul. Obviously, very massively popular reviewers, and they get swamped with stuff coming in. Now, Dino, the same as Paul's got, has got a full-time job, and he's just moved into a brand new house. He's got his partner. You've got your life, and you've got to think sometimes he's doubling up on reviews. Sometimes, Paul, you're getting 2 out as well. And it must be. I get it. I've got stuff. I'm not anywhere close to any of them, but I get stuff. You think, so which one am I doing next? You can only do one review really in a day or two if you can push it.
The thing is, you go into work, you're doing your normal work, and then you're coming home and starting work again, aren't you? So you never stop in work. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, some Saturdays, you know, you get up, you get a coffee. I work Monday to Friday, so Saturday, Sunday's my day off. So you get up, you get yourself a coffee, maybe do a little live. I try to do some live reviews to make it easier. But I mean, there is times you could be doing reviews for 7-8 hours, and then, you know, next thing it's Sunday and you're editing them all, and then next thing you're back at work, your weekend's gone, and you're like, shit. I've kind of cut back on that though. I mean, I've a lot of gaps recently with my videos. I've started refusing a lot of pods because I'm sick of the sight of them. They're all the same. Unless they do something different, I'm not bothering with them. But I need to finish the ones I've got. But yeah, I mean, it's the good thing about being on YouTube is you can do what you want. No one's forcing me to do this.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't want to do a review tonight, I won't do one. I mean, it's not my livelihood. I've got a job. I don't do Patreon. I don't do any of that stuff. So, you know, the good thing about YouTube is you don't answer anybody. You can stop whenever you like. You know. But
see, my brother Mark has he's staunch, and he has been for, I think it's 4 years in August. He's been reviewing, and he's staunch week in, week out. And sometimes it really does get to him when he can't get a review out there, and he's working 12-hour days. And then he's recording Up and Closes on a Sunday, and then he's recording on a night time. Then he's got 2 shows now as well. So you can see sometimes, you know, you're talking burnout. I say to Mark, look, if you can't do it, you can't do it, bro. But he loves getting them out there. The reviewing sort of thing is like Mark all over. He just loves doing it. But you can see with that burnout. I actually watched a review of Dino's. I'm not quite sure if it was the off tank. The next mesh. I'm not sure if it's that one or if he did the Falcon King. It's one of them two. And you could just see it. He was tired. He'd either had a beer or he was just tired, and he looked absolutely cream crackered. His eyes was, you know, small. He looked absolutely cream crackered.
Yeah, I mean, he's just said there on chat, and I mean, you take your hat off to him because he's 8-6. He works get in review from 8 till 2. He works 8-1 on a Saturday as well. I mean. That's dedication for you. You know, he obviously loves what he does, but you know, you're going to get burnt out doing that. Dino is one of his. I think like myself, part of the reason why people watch my videos is I'm slightly humorous. You know, I can, but if I'm tired, I can't be asked. How do you come across as yourself? You know, you're like, you know, this is the greatest tank ever. Really go out and buy this. You know, no one gives a shit. But you need to have your quirkiness.
Yeah, the bit of a giggle where you're smiling at it.
Yeah, or when you drop it.
Yeah, you drop everything. My favourite one, just one that you did probably about 4 weeks back. No, I've actually got 2. The Stan one was really good when he actually lobbed the pod. Because I made Mark do it the other day. He lobbed the pod and it went all over the place, which was really, really good. And the other one where you forgot to edit it and he went, right, Paul, we are starting again.
I do that a lot. I leave that in on purpose just so people can see that we fuck up all the time. And I think it's just my thing, really. I just leave shit in. I talk to myself. I kind of make mistakes. I build things that are shockingly bad. And it's just my thing. I just go, you know what? It's fucking glowing red, so it doesn't have to look like it's in a showroom, you know.
Yeah, it's not a Bentley. It's not a Bentley.
And you get comments all the time, that's not how to build that. And you're like, really? Because I'm getting a brilliant vape out of it, it's not leaking, and it's wicking fine. So why is it wrong? But you're like, whatever, you know. I appreciate the comments, so.
Yeah, I'll say whatever I want in it. Well, it's that point of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Sulphur's Quote of the Week.
Oh my god!
Let's stick her on.
Sulphur's Quote of the Week.
She's up, brother. She's been there. Sulphur's Quote of the Week, people.
Right. This one's quite apt for San Francisco at the moment. Genius ain't anything more than elegant common sense. And they've lost all common sense banning vaping.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sulphur's Quote of the Week. Very, very true. It's come to that point of the evening. We're going to have to say goodbye. Lethal Coils is on next, and apparently I'm joining him. So, Lethal Coils is on next. I want to go straight away over to the one and only Mo Bro. Say goodbyes.
Thank you for having me on, peoples. It's been absolutely brilliant. A good laugh tonight. Love the live shows. It's been a pleasure to cast with you, Paul. Salford, and Mr. Aidan as well. Big love to everyone in chat as well. So yeah, that's my goodbyes, and I will see you guys very, very soon.
Over to the wonderful Paul McCartney.
Yes, thank you for everybody in chat. Always, I've been reading away your comments. You guys are brilliant. Really awesome. And thanks everybody to take the time out to watch. Thank you to Aidan for inviting me on, and Salford and Mobro, always a pleasure. Thanks for having me on your show. And I'll need to get you on mine soon.
Over to the gaffer, the Salford.
Guys, as I say every week, without you guys in chat, we don't have a show. So thank you very much for coming over. Thank you for the spanners that look after us in chat. Not that we ever get any sort of hassle. Massive thank you to Paul and to Mobro for coming on today. Really enjoyed the chat and what have you, and the giggles. And you didn't see what we was doing when you couldn't see us. So, well, I'm not saying, but oh man, never mind that.
He wants on the poll.
Massive thanks to these guys. You know, I love all the reviewers, and you know it's great to be casting with different people on different weeks. Really is. But of course, to my main man, yo, it's little bro. Without him, we don't have a show because he keeps it going. Because I'd be sat here going.
Big love to everybody in chat. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We appreciate it. Big love to the two guests. Both of them I love loads. Paul, you know how much I love you, bro. And Mo, bro, you're an absolute star. I love you loads. Salford, we'll be here next week, won't we, bro? And hopefully we'll have Simon when he gets back from his la land, whatever he's doing. Big shout out to all the spanners for looking after us like normal. You are a bunch of stars. Catch us on the same channel, same time next week. Big love from little bro and all the cast. We love you loads.
Can't go. No one's had a snipe at me. We've had no Simon. Come, I can't have a show without a snipe. Come on, somebody.
You need to comb your hair.
Forget it.
Good night. Fist flaps.
Dirty burger. Oh,
It's cheaper than black pudding.
That is very nice.